like make a sacrifice down.
Why can't y'all recognize that we all came from sacrifice? Why can't y'all recognize that we all came from sacrifice?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Starts with a feeling, and you ride it right away. Crash it so the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long flight on this battle star where we fight for love no matter where we are. Oh, 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 oh. And there's a big bang in this universe, and it makes me feel like the gold I work. Oh, 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 oh. You got me like ooh. You got me like ah. You got me like ah and ooh with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. Baby, you're flashing, and I'm blinded by your light. I love the way you Jupiter is rising. You got me reacting like a lunar look tonight. I love the way the stars are all aligning. You got me like ooh. You got me like ah. You got me like ah and ooh with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. You got me like ooh. You make me feel like the world's spinning like a satellite. You make me feel like the sun is blasting out a ray of light, ray of light. You got me like ooh. You got me like ah. You got me like ah and ooh with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. Girl, you got me like come on. You got me like ooh. You got me like ah. You got me like ooh. I'm feeling you. Yeah, yeah. You got me like yeah, 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 yeah. You got me like Yeah, I've been since my early days. I've been stuck in my worldly ways. Propaganda, press, pen, the camera. Please don't look at me in my face. Everybody might see my pain. Off the rail, might myself. Bored with life as aboard this plane. Steward this sex if I need help. Maybe what's your last name? Hopefully it still ain't been changed. Something about you make me not doubt you. I will silence my brain, scream louder. Asking when I'm gon' myself. Couple problems, my cash ain't help. Human issues too strong for tissue. False provider, war masked by wealth. Move your body if you came here to party. If not, then pardon me. How I'm supposed to have a good time with death and destruction's all I see. Out the sight, I'm out of my mind. The sound of sunshine is calling me. The vibrations is all I need, all I need, all I need. Party people, yeah. see black cats in the daytime too. I see black cats on the daytime news with handcuff wrists and his skin turned blue. I met God once at the rendezvous and felt starstruck.
Vince, the car's out front.
Got things to do, got to make my moves. I can't miss my flight and miss you too, boo. First class seats is overrated. Won't go less they overpay us. Nowadays I'm overdating my street folk. Stay well acquainted, their morning is calling me. Good vibrations is all I need, all I need, all I need. Move your body if you came here to party. If not, then pardon me. How I'm supposed to have a good time with death and destruction's all I see. Out the sight, I'm out in my mind. The sound, the sunshine is calling me. Good vibrations is all I need, all I need, all I need. Party people, yeah. Party people, I like to see you dance. Party people, yeah. Party people, I like to see you dance. Party people, move. Party people, I like to see you groove. This is how we do. This is how we do.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Browns are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Seahawks, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you described that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was zero space, no gain.
And Cook has it, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And he'll bang that one through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the 1st to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's first and goal. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see, great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run with Cook. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back out into the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this complete to Thomas Duarte. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Wilson. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Lockett the man in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Danny Shelton in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt, and this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar. They start the drive with Cook.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On play action, they'll throw. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, big hit near the 48-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Handoff comes to Cook, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Lockett, the man in motion. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jamie Collins coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Cleveland after this. Now Wilson on 2nd down. The pressure gets to him again. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's got room. And now running right through it. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 23 yards on the play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Bannon in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Bust through the tackle. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Wilson to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. shift together here from the D-line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And they'll send the slot in motion left. It's Wilson going up top. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Oh, now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On second down, Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Lockett, the man in motion. Play clock winding down. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And he's got Lockett. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. It's a gain of 21 that time. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a handoff looking right. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Wilson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Play action. Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll set up a throw. That's Njoku over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Cousins, 4 fourth-quarter comebacks a year ago. This one would be as sweet as any of those.
And he has the perfect temperament to run the 2-minute drill. Great confidence in himself, and he gets that out to his teammates as well.
Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So the offense has it first and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to...
Yeah. Yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, every day I'm shot callin'. I'm a spray. Make it rain just to let you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, I've been ballin'. Yeah, just to let you know I'm ballin'. I'm a spray. Make it rain just to let you know.